Good morning, Church at Maine. My name is Joyce Cerny, and I am here to read you the Advent story this morning called Operation No More Tears. It is found in the Jesus Storybook Bible by Sally Lloyd Jones. But before we start, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about myself. I have 6 grandchildren, 3 boys in college, and 3 little ones in elementary. I have 3 daughters, and my middle daughter, who I'm very proud of, plays piano up on the worship team on Sunday mornings. Now, I'm going to get started with our story. Operation No More Tears. This is found in Isaiah, by the way. Do you know what your name means? Well, there was once a man called Isaiah, and his name meant God to the rescue. That might sound like a bit of a funny name to you, but it was just the right name for Isaiah because God had a special name for Isaiah. You see, God had a special job for Isaiah. You see, Isaiah's job was to listen to God and then tell the people what he heard. Now, God let Isaiah know a secret, and God was going to mend his broken world. He showed Isaiah his secret rescue plan, Operation No More Tears. This is the message God gave Isaiah. It was like a letter God wrote to his children. There's Isaiah. You can see the letter in his hand. Excuse me. Dear little flock, you're all wandering away from me like sheep in an open field. You have always been running away from me, and now you're lost, and you can't find your way back. But I can't stop loving you. I will come to find you. So I am sending you a shepherd to look after you and love you, to carry you home to me. You've been stumbling around like people in a dark room, but into the darkness a bright light will shine. It will chase away all the shadows like sunshine, and a little baby will be born, a royal son. His mommy will be a young girl who doesn't have a husband. His name will be Emmanuel, which means God has come to live with us. He is one of King David's children's children, the Prince of Peace. Yes, someone is going to come and rescue you, but he won't be who anyone expects. He will be a king, but he won't live in a palace, and he won't have lots of money. He will be poor, and he will be a servant, but the king will heal the whole world. He will be a hero, and he will fight for his people and rescue them from their enemies. But he won't have big armies, and he won't fight with swords. He will make the blind see. He will make the lame leap like deer. He will make everything the way it was always meant to be. But people will just hate him, and they won't listen to him. But he will be like a lamb, and he will suffer and die. It's the secret rescue plan we made, but before the beginning of the world. It's the only way to get you back. But he won't stay dead. I will make him alive again, and one day, when he comes back to rule forever, the mountains and the trees will dance and sing for joy. The earth will shout out loud his fame and fill the whole earth. As the waters cover the sea, everything sad will come untrue. Even death is going to die, and he will wipe away every tear from every eye. Yes, the rescuer will come. Look for him, watch for him, wait for him. He will come, I promise. Love, God. Oh, poor Isaiah. He read God's letter over and over to God's people, but no one listened to him. They didn't want to hear God's promise. They didn't believe it. Did it sound maybe too good to be true? A story that ends happily ever after? Well, it does sound a little bit like a fairy tale, doesn't it? And as anyone can quickly tell you, fairy tales aren't true. Or are they? Thank you for listening to my story this morning, and I wish you all a very Merry Christmas.